In a land shrouded in perpetual twilight, where the sun's light never fully reached, there was a small village named Glue-Wood. The village was surrounded by an ancient forest, a place the villagers feared and avoided, for it was said to be haunted by the restless spirits of the past. In the heart of this forest stood a grand, decaying castle. It was known as the Castle of Echoes, a place where whispers of the past floated through the air and shadows danced to unseen music. No one had dared to enter the castle for generations, but legend spoke of a hidden treasure within its walls. A treasure that was cursed, guarded by a vengeful spirit known only as the Wraith of Sorrows. The story begins with a young girl named Isla. Isla was different from the other villagers. She had always been curious and brave, traits that often got her into trouble. One cold, misty evening, Isla's grandmother told her the tale of the Castle of Echoes and the Wraith of Sorrows, and she decided she would be the one to uncover the castle's secrets and perhaps find the hidden treasure. Armed with nothing but her courage and a small lantern, Isla ventured into the forest. The trees loomed like skeletal giants, their branches clawing at the sky. The path to the castle was overgrown and treacherous, but Isla pressed on, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. As she approached the castle, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped her. The castle's gates creaked open, as if beckoning her inside. Isla hesitated for a moment, then stepped through the threshold. Inside, the castle was a labyrinth of dark corridors and grand halls filled with dust and cobwebs. The whispers began almost immediately, soft at first, like the sighing of the wind, but growing louder and more insistent with each step she took. Turn back. Leave this place. You are not welcome here. The voices seemed to say. Isla ignored them, her curiosity driving her forward. She reached a grand staircase, its steps worn and crumbling. As she ascended, she noticed portraits lining the walls, their eyes following her with a lifelike intensity. Each face was twisted in an expression of sorrow and despair. At the top of the stairs, she found a large, ornate door. Pushing it open, Isla entered what appeared to be a grand ballroom. Moonlight filtered through broken windows, casting eerie shadows on the floor. In the center of the room stood a figure draped in tattered black robes, its face hidden beneath a hood. It was the Wraith of Sorrows. Who dares enter my domain? The Wraith's voice echoed, cold and hollow. Isla swallowed her fear and stepped forward. I am Isla from Glue-Wood. I seek the truth about this castle and its treasure. The Wraith laughed, a sound that sent chills down Isla's spine. You seek the treasure, do you? Many have come before you and all have failed. The treasure you seek is not gold or jewels, but something far more precious and dangerous. With a wave of its hand, the Wraith conjured a vision. Isla saw a beautiful woman dressed in a flowing gown standing in the ballroom. Her face was the same as one of the portraits Isla had seen. The woman was the castle's last mistress, Lady Evelyn. The vision showed Lady Evelyn's tragic story, how she had fallen in love with a nobleman who betrayed her, leading to her untimely death. Her grief and anger had bound her spirit to the castle, transforming her into the Wraith of Sorrows. The treasure, the Wraith continued, is my heart encased in sorrow. Free me from my torment and you will have your reward. Isla knew what she had to do. She needed to find Lady Evelyn's heart and release her from the curse. The Wraith guided her to a hidden chamber deep within the castle. There, in a glass case, lay a small, intricately carved box. Isla opened it to find a heart-shaped locket pulsating with a soft, eerie glow. As she held the locket, the whispers grew louder, almost deafening. They were voices of the past, the echoes of Lady Evelyn's sorrow and rage. But beneath the cacophony, Isla heard something else, a faint melodic song. It was a lullaby her grandmother used to sing. Isla began to hum the tune, and the voices started to fade. The Wraith appeared before her, its form shifting and shimmering. You have found the key to my release. Sing, Isla, and set me free. With tears in her eyes, Isla sang the lullaby. As the last note echoed through the chamber, the Wraith let out a mournful cry. The shadows around it dissipated, and Lady Evelyn's spirit emerged, her face serene and beautiful once more. "Thank you," she whispered. "You have freed me." The castle began to tremble and Isla knew she had to leave. She ran through the corridors, down the grand staircase and out the gates just as the castle began to collapse. As she stood in the forest, watching the ruins crumble, she felt a sense of peace. Isla returned to Gluewood, carrying the heart-shaped locket as a reminder of her adventure. The villagers, who had always regarded her with suspicion, now saw her as a hero. She had not only discovered the truth about the Castle of Echoes, but had also freed a tormented soul. Years passed and the story of Isla's bravery became a legend in Gluewood. The forest, once feared, became a place of beauty and mystery, and the village thrived. As for Isla, she grew into a wise and beloved leader, always remembering the night she ventured into the heart of darkness and found the light within. And so, the tale of Isla and the Castle of Echoes was passed down through generations, a story of courage, compassion, and the enduring power of hope.